What's going on, everybody? So I'm going live twice in 1 week. You know, it's got to be something. It's got to be a big deal. So I know, for one, my son's been asking me to do a reaction video. So it's gonna be my first reaction video. I was real ramped up, and I've calmed myself down in the last 15 minutes. But I want to share with you what's got me so in a mood right now. I'm in a mood. So I'm gonna make it quick too because I got a client. So first of all, I'm gonna share this video, and I want to say I saw that my husband made a post the other day that is stating that he's reminded that for the first time in his career, we're not at war. So that's over 20 plus years that we're not in a war. My husband has been deployed so many times in the last 20 plus years, it is ridiculous. Of course, he can count it, but my husband's been gone quite a lot in dangerous places, in some safe places, short deployments, long deployments. He's currently stationed away from the family for the second time. That's hard. But that's stuff that we signed up, right? That's the saying that goes, you know what you signed up for. You really don't know what you signed up for. You really don't know what you signed up for, except the fact that you signed your name on the dotted line to fight for this country, to defend the country, which may be the ultimate sacrifice, which is to lose your life. None of us wants that. We don't want that. And I signed up at the age of 17, not really understanding what the heck I was signing up for. I just knew that I was gonna get away from home. I was gonna have benefits and basically go make my own money, right? So I am certain that there are parents who don't really understand what their child is signing up for. All you know is that your child is signing up to defend the country, but you don't really know what that means. You know that your child looks good in the uniform. You know that your child has benefits. You know that you no longer have to pay for your child. You know that your child is learning discipline. But ultimately, what does it mean when your child raises their hand and says that they will defend this country against terrorists, foreign and domestic? What does that mean when your child is on duty 24/7? When they no longer have the rights that they used to complain about, that definitely I used to complain about, or somebody telling you when you can go to sleep, when to wake up, what kind of clothes you can wear, what to do with your off time, all of this stuff that you have to do with to get a paycheck, to learn to have these educational benefits. You don't really know what that means, because I did not know at the age of 17. So I'm going to share, I got to put up this little disclaimer first. I'm going to share the video that does have me in such an uproar. Okay? Because I just said the other day that I don't like when people respond and they don't know how government works.
My son was one of the Marines that died yesterday. And to listen to that. Sorry, I'm on the radio.
No. Go ahead.
My son was one of the Marines that died yesterday. 20 years and 6 months old, getting ready to come home from Jordan to be with his wife to watch the birth of his son. And that feckless, dementia-ridden piece of just sent my son to die. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning to Marines at my door telling me my son was dead. So to have her on right before me and listen to that piece of talk about diplomatic with freaking Taliban terrorists who just blew up my son and know nothing, to not say on, and I just want all you Democrats who cheated in the election or who voted for him legitimately, you just killed my son. With a dementia-ridden piece of who doesn't even know he's in the White House, he still thinks he's a senator. So, I'm going to try and calm down, sorry.
Okay. With the different parent.
You couldn't ask for any better. Loved his family. His sisters absolutely adore him. He led his men into that. And they followed him. But I know in my heart of hearts he was out front. And they would have followed him through the gates of hell if that's what it took. And ultimately, that's pretty much what he did.
So while I most definitely feel for this mother, I am sorry that she lost her son. As you saw the other day, I paid him his tribute. I did that for him. And I know President Biden did the same. So that's not true when she says that he didn't say anything about his feelings for the family. That's not true. So why am I all revved up? I am all revved up even once again because I watched the video again, because those statements just aren't true. We wanted to say, especially during the time of Trump, that people are politicizing everything. I am going to say she just politicized her son's death, and that's not cool. Now, it's your son, so you can do that. I don't think anyone else should do that on her behalf. So that's her son. She has the right to do that. But to do that, that's wrong. This is not a political thing. And the fact that I am one who voted for Biden, I did not kill your son. I did not. Your son signed his name on the dotted line to go and defend this country. Your son was a Marine. They are the number one. What people do not know when it comes to any war, when it comes even to deploying and setting up a base overseas, Marines are the first ones. They go in and they lay the foundation. They make sure that everything is secure and that it is safe. We cannot do anything without Marines. Yeah, I like to be all gung-ho about my Air Force, but we can't do anything without Marines. So politicizing her son's death like that, that's what has me totally in an uproar. She has every right to be upset. Whereas that father, he wants to talk more so about his son, what kind of son he had, what type of Marine he believes that his son was. Now, am I condemning her for her grief? No, but you should not say that it was a political thing and start personally attacking Biden. So what is the other thing that I want to share with y'all? I want to share with you the cycles of grief, just in case you don't understand what it is. Because when people get to grieving and they start saying things about people, the stuff goes viral. And that particular video has gone viral. Some people support what she said, some people don't. Right? But the fact that it's gone viral, that is the thing. So, Jiminy Cricket. So I'm going to share with you this here to educate you just a little bit. If I can get my darn computer to cooperate with me. I'm going to share with you the cycles of grief. Okay, so initially, you're in shock, right? Paralysis of hearing the bad news, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, testing, acceptance, right? So initially, you doggone right, I know she was in shock. Just two Marines at her door, but we all know what that means. All of us, we know what that means. Even you all civilians, you know when you're watching a movie and there's two service members on someone's door, you know what that means. That's shock. You're gonna be in denial, and right now she's in anger. And she's outpouring some bottled up emotions. The next, it's going to be some bargaining. And then when that depression hits her, that may or may not be between depression and testing, that may or may not be when she may come out and start apologizing for her behavior and for her statements, because she realizes that Biden didn't do it, that he's not the one. But mainly it's just to show those people who are in support of her coming out and attacking Biden like that, there are more stages of grief that she is going to go through. And right now she is in anger. She's in anger, and it's okay. But we don't have to say that that's cool, and we don't have to politicize. We don't have to do that. So also what I would like to share with you, for those who do not know, real quick, are the branches. Well, you know what? I guess that's really not important to share with you the branches of government. I'll just share the links. But I have laid out the separate branches of government, also the State Department organizational chart. And I guess just for presentation purposes, I will show it to you. I will repeat in case you did not catch my live the other day, that when it comes to the evacuation from other countries, that is a responsibility that falls under the U.S. ambassador in that country, as well as the combatant commander on the ground. The ambassador represents the president, but he does not work for the president. He works for the State Department, and that's a whole nother branch of government. It's a whole nother branch of government. So I'm gonna do this quick little share screen for you so you can see the State Department. I can't make it any bigger, I'm sorry, y'all. But this is the Secretary of State, Deputy Secretary of State. Then over here, under the Secretary of Management, you have the Consular Affairs and Undersecretary of Management and all that. Over here, this is where you're gonna find your U.S. ambassadors. So they do not work for the president, but they are the ones who are in control of evacuations, as well as, like I said, the combatant commanders on the ground. So thank y'all for watching this quick little reaction that I had to the video. Once again, my condolences are out to the family, families. But to go out and blame the president and blame voters and make it a political thing, that's out of line. My husband could very well be one of those same people who died. My husband is still in a situation where he could lose his life. I would definitely hope not. I have another family member who was a Marine who got hurt in war, who is a Purple Heart recipient. But we're not going to politicize this thing. The war is over. It's over. And if we enter into another war, we enter into another war. But the armed services mostly handles things outside of this country. And if y'all want to help make changes, I suggest that you also raise your hand to volunteer to help serve this country. Otherwise, understand that sometimes it is a political game. There are diplomatic concerns that must be taken into account. They don't just willy-nilly send people off to war. I know, even when Trump was in office, it made it look a certain way that he did and he didn't, but he knew that once he got into that seat, the game changed. The game changed, his game plans changed, his whole thought process somewhat changed. There's decisions that have to be made, and you're putting other people's lives on the lines. You can't just say America first. So that's all I had to say for today. If y'all have any questions as you're viewing this later or comments, go ahead, hit me up. But please keep them within taste. This was not meant to be disrespectful. I understand that she is grieving, and everyone has the right, again, to respond in the way that they are feeling. But politicizing things and blaming others, that's not right. Everyone who actually raised their hands we know what the ultimate sacrifice is, and we would never hope that day comes. Those were some babies. Their lives was just beginning. It really was. But those of us who have served, those of us who actually are in government and in diplomatic realms know, sadly, there is collateral damage. And the president is not lying when he says that there was no way that the evacuations could have gone any better. There really isn't. And there are Americans over there who want to stay there. And that is their choice. That is their choice. So, with all of that, I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. I would like to thank my guests for joining me, or simply thank you for watching the pre-recorded episode. No matter what your birth order is, how you self-identify, and whether you like pancakes or waffles. If this is the first time you're hearing it today, I want you to know that you are loved. You were put here for a purpose that only you can fulfill. Until next time, take care of yourself. Be sure that you like and share the videos, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell. This is RealRam out.